The jackleg is an air-powered rock drill used to mine for coal, gold, silver, and uranium, as well as for tunneling for water systems and roads. Laborers use the drill to advance the drift, for rock bolting, and to put in utilities. Rock bolting provides critical ground support that enables the miners to work safely underground. The jackleg has been in use for around 100 years because it is versatile and effective at drilling hard rock in small spaces that other machines cannot access.
We do have jumbos here at the test site, but in some cases, those drills are too big for what we need.
The jackleg drill is a dangerous piece of equipment that injures many laborers every year. Jackleg drills weigh around 150 pounds, and the drill steels can be 4 to 12 feet long. The factors that make the jackleg drill difficult to control include the heavy weight, long air leg that makes it an awkward load, and high levels of vibration. Operators also take on cramped and unusual postures to use the drill. A day of rock bolting is 8 hours of using the jackleg drill, over a shift, weeks, months, and years. Using the jackleg can put operators at risk for developing musculoskeletal conditions, such as fractures, muscle and tendon injuries, nerve damage, as well as shoulder and low back pain. The jackleg drill can cause injuries in only a few seconds, as well as over time. For example, George, a miner since 1982, broke several bones in his hand.
When I was coming out of the hole in the back, 4 or 5, it's about 12 foot high, and then it hinged over on me. The leg kicked out and hinged over and snapped my hand. So they can be pretty dangerous.
Jackleg drill operators' handling of the drill can significantly impact their lives. James and Justin explain situations in which they learn the importance of handling the drill safely.
I was drilling one time, and the chuck tender come off, and the drill was just kind of sitting there, and it fell like it's going, and I just did the same thing, went to hold it up to pick it up, and pop! I lost it, fell to the ground, and I thought I had got hit with a rock. But what had happened was, at the farthest extension, I detached my biceps tendon, and it felt like I got hit with something. I took my shirt off, and this muscle here was sitting right up here. It completely detached. And when you lose your biceps tendon, you lose the ability to grab, like pick up a can of soup or rotate.
I wasn't really understanding, and the drill was getting plugged up. And when it gets plugged up, it will catch, real fast. Real quick. So if you don't catch it in time, the jackleg will take off because the steel stays the same, but the leg's going to still move. So what happens is that it starts wrapping up, and the leg will kick out, and you just got to jump out of the way. So that was one of the processes, and I jumped out of the way and let it go, and it wrapped up.
You never want to do this inside a tunnel, what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You never do that. You're always doing this.
You're always holding on to the hoses.
Yeah, hold on the hoses or don't expose your hands.
Anthony, a miner for 43 years, explains how using the jackleg drill has affected his body over time.
After years of using it, I feel it now. I did back in when we were younger. We were all excited about being a miner and everything else, but now it's hard on my body. I have arthritis already. My shoulders are gone. Both shoulders are gone already. Back is gone.
Long-term exposure to vibration led George to develop carpal tunnel syndrome.
First of all, you start not being able to pick stuff up. It starts slipping out of your hands. Your fingers start getting numb. And it'll get progressively so that anytime you lay down, your arms will start getting numb. And then middle of the night, you'll wake right up. It'll wake you up because your arms are numb and the pain. And then it gets so that all you can do is sleep in a chair because you can't lay down and sleep.
Jackleg drill operators are exposed to high levels of noise that are between 115 decibels to 123 decibels and can lead to hearing loss. Britt was a miner for 41 years and talks about how they didn't have a hearing conservation program during his time underground.
65 or 66, they didn't worry about that. Mm-hmm. But in about the last 10 or 15 years, they went to the hearing aids, but I had done lost a lot of my hearing. I lost it all out this side, but I still lost some out of this side.
Justin talks about the new safety culture in mining and construction.
So now, a jackleg will run at 125, 135 decibels. So it's very loud, and those are the things that you don't want anything more than 86. They say causes, hearing, loss over time. So we use double hearing protection where we put hearing plugs in your ears, and then we have the earmuffs over.
Jackleg drill operators can be exposed to silica dust, which leads to the lung disease silicosis. Brazil has silicosis and explains how it feels.
But the experience with my bad lungs is when I cough, it stings on my back, and, I just get sick more often.
Jackleg drill operators can protect themselves and their fellow workers by learning from experienced operators on how to use the drill safely, as well as by wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, by working in teams, and by taking breaks. There are ongoing efforts from companies to redesign the jackleg drill, and the UC San Francisco and Berkeley Ergonomics Laboratory is continuing research on a rig design to reduce the vibration exposure of the jackleg drill operator.